Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Midu Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore and we are discussing marketing concepts in a very simple manner. Friends, as you will remember, we are discussing the fourth topic in marketing, in which we are discussing about the business buyer and business markets, business behavior. We have already have discussed two videos on this, our video number 18 and video number 19, in which we spoke what are business market and how a business buyer behavior takes place. Like in the last video I told you that now we will talk about the decision process of a business buyer. That is our objective for today's video. Friends, business buying process, decision making process goes through your 8 stages. It starts with your problem recognition, journal need description, product specification, supplier search, proposal solicitation, supplier selection, order routine specification, and last is the performance review. These 8 steps make your complete process of business buying decision. Let us discuss these steps in detail. First step, very simple. Like it was in consumer, there will be some problem or some need which you will recognize that initiates your buying. That is known as your problem recognition. So stage in which someone in the company recognizes a problem or need that can be met by acquiring a good or service. There are two kinds of stimulus which can lead to this sort of need recognition, friends. First is your internal stimulus. Internal stimulus, what is internal stimulus? Some launch of new product happens, you will need new things related to that. Some machine repair is required in the company, you will require parts for that. External stimulus, new idea from trade show, you went to a trade show, you got to know some new ideas, now you want to buy it for a particular company, that is your external stimulus. Some advertisement which you have seen, that can be an external stimulus. All these things lead to your recognition of problem, the very first step. Now next step, in which there will be journal need description. So in this stage, buyer describes journal characteristics and quantity of needed item. So the buyer will tell that what all is required, what are the characteristics and what is the quantity of that. For standard items, it will be very easy to define because you will be knowing it. In case of complex items, sometimes we need to work with the engineers or the users, the end users, or sometimes even the consultant who help us to define this journal need. That is the second step of journal need description. After journal description has happened, third steps which is there is the product specification. In this stage, buying organization will decide and specify the best technical product characteristics for the needed item. So what happens, friend? Take a very simple example. You need to buy a printer cum photocopy machine. So just by saying that I want to buy a printer machine, which is the second step, your work is not over. You will get to tell what is the technical requirement, any specification which you are looking at, and who helps you with technical requirement? Normally the technical or the engineering team. If you are not able to relate it in the business environment, consider a consumer environment. You decide to buy a mobile phone. Can you just go to shopkeeper and say I want a mobile phone? He will ask you many questions. Sir, how much camera quality? Sir, what should be RAM? What should be storage? What should be the interface? What should be the compatibility? All that is in your third step in case of businesses in which you specify the product specifications. This was the third step. Now after you are ready with the product specification, you move to the fourth step, which is your supplier search. In this stage, you try and find out the best vendors. And how you do this search? It can be through various methods. It can be online search. Best way, you Google out who are the top suppliers for this particular requirement in this particular area. You will get their contact detail, their mail IDs, their numbers. You can contact them. In many businesses, there are some trade directories which are maintained. In those trade directories also, the contacts are listed. You can get to know from them. And sometimes even phoning the companies to recommendation. Suppose you are buying something, some products from particular vendors. Now you need a related product. First of all, you will contact the existing supplier. You contact them. He will say, sorry sir, we are not making this currently, but one of my friend is there in that company, he is making that. Okay, that is the fourth stage in which supplier search has happened. After supplier search, what you will do, you will list down various suppliers which you fits your criteria and then ask them for proposals. So in this process, when you invite suppliers to submit proposals, that is known as your proposal solicitation. We are asking for the proposals. The fifth stage, Now after you have asked for proposals, what will happen? Some suppliers will send a link of your website or give a description about their company or their company profile through mail. Next, depending upon your requirements, some can also send their promotional material to you. And in case your buying is of higher quality or means your higher value, instead of just sending the catalog or referring to website, they may even send a salesperson. That salesperson will come to you, show to you a good catalog, good PPT, try to convince you. All this will happen in this fifth stage, in which proposals are solicited and proposals are seen. Now next, once you see through all the proposals, what you will do is you will go for the supplier selection. In this stage, you will review the proposals and select a particular supplier whom you like the most, who meets your requirement in the best way. In this supplier selection, the buying center will see the attributes and their relative importance. Friends, what is this relative importance? By relative importance, I mean that to which parameter you want to give which priority. Take few examples and then let us understand. See, for a particular buying, maybe product quality is important, reputation of the supplier is important, on-time delivery and the price. These are the 4 parameters. Now by relative importance, I mean how much which parameter is important. For some companies it might happen that if it is a very simple item, you will say only price for me is important. The person with the least price or the L1 bid will get it. In case of complex items or items which are new to you or are very important, what will happen? You will say no, not only price is important, price is just 20% important to me. 30% important is the on-time delivery. Another 20% importance is to how reputation you are, what is your reputation in the field, and last, quality, that is most important to me. So in your bid also, in your this requirement, in our future chapters we will study a technical term for this, which is RFP, request for proposal. So in your request for proposal, you will define that these are parameters, these are their weightage, and you submit your proposal, we will evaluate it. So complete supplier selection process we have understood. Once you have selected a supplier that this is a supplier with whom we want to finally buy, you will make this routine order, write the order. This is known as your purchase order. This is your final order, in which what all you do. So in purchase order, we will list all the technical specification, how much quantity we need, what is the time of delivery, any return policy, warranty, all that is listed. Now you will say, why this listing is important? We can just write the price. No, my dear friends, all this is important. See, till the time everything is good, nothing happens. But what if some failure takes place then, and you have not worked on some return policy and warranty? The supplier will say, sir, we never discussed it and our company do not have this policy. So you need to clearly define such policies, such terms, and then only make a call. Okay, why expected time of delivery is important? You cannot keep the order open for unlimited time, na, that he will supply basis his own will. That is not the case. You will define some time. I need it within a week, I need it within 15 days, 30 days, that needs to be defined. And all the technical specification also. Tomorrow it should not happen that the person says, sir, you asked for printer, paid for printer, I have supplied. You will say, but this was not the printer which you showed us in the demo. Sir, many changes happened. In order, specification was not written, na? So specification is very important to write, and that is how you make a foolproof order specification. Now talking about the last or the eighth step. Eighth step is your review, in which you are reviewing the performance. So stage in which the buyer assesses the performance of supplier and decide whether you want to continue, modify or drop the arrangement. So if you are completely satisfied with the product, with the overall dealing was very smooth and pleasant, you will continue. Sometimes it happens that after one buying, you understand that the requirement or the time needs to be changed. So in the PO next time you will modify some particular terms. And in case you found that the experience was not at all good, you will drop the arrangement altogether and you will not work with that particular supplier or vendor. This was the 8th step of performance review. So with this, our 8 stages complete in case of business buying process. Let us review these stages, how business decision process takes through. Let us see that flow diagram again. So how it all started? It started with the recognition of problem. There was some problem which you wanted to address. Basis that, journal need description took place. Third step, along with engineering and technical team, product specifications were built. You started searching for suppliers, supplier search. You invited proposals. They send the proposals to you, proposal solicitation. You review those proposals, basis the weightage, and then you select the supplier selection. You make the PO, which is known as order routine specification, and last but not the least, review the performance and decide whether you want to continue or what you want to do. This was the detailed process of business buyer decision process. Friend, with this our third video in this session is complete. Now one topic remains in business buying, which is engaging business buyer with digital. So as and when the digital technologies are evolving and IT is evolving, even the business processes need to incorporate that. We will study it in our next video. Hope you liked our today's content. If you liked it, please like our video, share it, subscribe to our channel Midu Study. In case of any feedback, please write it on midu.study@gmail.com or in the comment section. Thank you friends. Have a good day. Take care.